Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal with eXp Realty, and during this video I'm going to share with you our most recent market update. We have all the data from 2021 so we can better decide what are the best real estate decisions for us in 2022. I have a few really neat charts that I'm going to share with you, starting with this one over here, which shows the GTA numbers on a month-by-month basis. We have the number of sales, active listings, MOI, which stands for months of inventory, our average price, and we have DOM, which means days on market. And we'll look at the number of sales first. As we can see in December, we had the lowest number of sales during the whole year. This actually is pretty common though. Usually in December, it's holiday time, people aren't actively buying or selling, and agents and people are on vacation. Maybe that's not the case now, of course, due to the COVID restrictions, but what's so is the market is generally less active. And the other month during the year, which is a little bit less active compared to its prior months, would be the month of August. As you can see, August did have less sales versus July. So if we look back to January, we can see that sales were at 6,900, and then over the next couple of months it increased, and then we can see from March up to June, the market was very active, between 10,000 to about 15,000 sales a month. And then since June, it looked like the numbers slowly almost trended downwards. In July, 9,300, August, 8,500, September, 9,000, October, 9,700, November, 9,000, and December, only 6,000 sales. This is very low considering that November had 9,000 sales. But one of the major reasons for this is because there was definitely a shortage of new listings that came to the market. So one of the reasons why we're now in 2022, I'm shooting this video on January 9th, 2022. One of the reasons why our market and our average price is so high is because the inventory is awfully low. If we take a look at the number of active listings in the month of December, only 3,232 active listings, which is definitely the lowest point throughout the whole year. I mean, even in January, we had over 7,300 active listings. And similar to what happened with sales, the first 6 months of the year was very active. As we can see, January all the way straight till June, it was like it was increasing every single month. And then in July, things did slow down. 9,700 active listings, August 8,200, September 9,100, October 7,700, November 6,000, and then only 32 active listings during December. So as you can see here, looking at the number of sales and active listings, there is always going to be a correlation between the two. Looking over to MOI, which means months of inventory, and the lower this number it is, the more favorable the market is to sellers, whereas the higher the number is, the more favorable the market is for buyers. So as we can see here, in December, our months of inventory was only 0.9. Very, very low. This in any market would mean that properties would be selling over asking price, would be selling very quickly with multiple offers. That's generally been the trend this whole year. As we can see, the highest our months of inventory was 1.1 actually back in January. So very similar number throughout, not too much of a talking point. Next, we're looking at the average price, and our average price was at its highest point all year. Actually, November was slightly higher, but both November and December were rounded up to 1.16 million. Prior to that, we can see here between the months of May to October, we were within this range of like our average price almost being like 1.1 million to 1.5 million. So since February 2021, our average price has always been north of $1 million. This is very exciting. Toronto and the Greater Toronto area can definitely be seen as one of the more expensive markets, all things being considered in Canada. And then next we have DOM, which stands for days on market. And similarly with months of inventory, the lower the number is, the better it is for sellers, which means there's a higher likelihood of multiple offers and homes selling above their asking price. So with days on market, our average days on market was 14 days in December. Not too much different than the prior months. In September, 14, October and November, 13. The highest days on market that was experienced the whole year was in the month of January. So January 2021 was the closest we've seen to actually being a buyer's market, or a market a little bit more favorable for buyers. But truth be told, when it comes to days on market at 24 and a months of inventory at 1.1, that is still going to be a market that is much more favorable to sellers as it was the prior years, like especially 2017 and 2018. And now next, we're going to take a look at the average price and how it's changed during the year of 2021. So we're comparing the numbers from December 2020 to December 2021. And what are we looking at? We're looking at different segments or styles of properties. So we're looking at detached homes, semi-detached homes, townhouses, and condo apartments. So we can see here for detached homes, there was a 28.9% increase from December 2020 to December 2021, with our average price now being at $1,599,000. Semi-detached, similarly, they did experience quite a bit of appreciation. It would be great to own a semi-detached and know that your property is appreciated by 25.8%. That's the number with our average price, with our average semi selling in December 2021 for $1,181,000. Townhouses, it looks like they've increased the most of all property styles. They've increased by 30%, with our average townhome selling for $1,137,000. And people commonly ask me, Michael, why are townhomes so expensive? And the reason why is because townhouses, when compared to semi-detached homes, are generally newer. There's been a lot of new construction in Toronto and the GTA, and we're more often going to see townhouses being built versus semi-detached homes. So why are they appreciating at such a rapid rate? People generally don't want to live in older homes. They may be okay buying a townhouse, which is a little bit newer, knowing that they are compromising on square footage, as usually semi-detached homes will be a little bit bigger and they'll actually have some land along with them, or maybe have a backyard. Townhouses, it happens, it's common, but generally going to be like a more narrow lot. And now we'll take a look at condo apartments. And this is the biggest difference in 2021 when compared to 2020, is that condos have actually gone up in value. We can see they've appreciated by 18.5%. And the average condo sold for $712,000 during the month of December. But what you don't know about this data, which it's not telling you, is that the majority of the appreciation for the condo market actually came within the past 6 months. So we noticed in the first half of 2021, condos, they really weren't going up in value. And maybe this could be because a significant proportion of the purchasers for condo apartments are investors. And what I did notice being in the market every single day is that the first 6 months of the year, we didn't see as much activity from investors going out and purchasing, maybe because there was still a lot of uncertainty with the economy because of COVID. In this chart here, we can see the 5-year historical average price. So what we're doing is we're comparing December, so December 2017 up till December 2021. So what we're doing here is we're taking the seasonal fluctuations into account by only measuring the month of December. And we can see here, COVID certainly did not affect the appreciation. In fact, it looked like it made the appreciation accelerate. As we can see here, over the past year, the average price went up from $932,000 up to $1,158,000 in 2017. Look how low the average price was back then: $735,000, $749,000, 2019, $838,000. So what this data is telling us is that the worst thing you want to do is sit on the sidelines. If you have money in the bank, you are able to go ahead and invest. You can invest comfortably knowing that the real estate is going to be going up long term. I bought my first property back in 2016, and that was a time when the market was going up every single year, pretty much 2013 to 2016 being licensed as an agent. I saw the appreciation, but I still did understand and had the expectation that it would be going up in value long term, despite how strong the market was in 2016. Is the market going to crash? I answered that question in this video here, where I shared my 2022 market predictions. And if you'd like to learn more about eXp Realty, then watch this video right here, where I went over the commonly asked questions about eXp Realty. I'm looking for sharp and ambitious realtors, and if you do join eXp, then I will share my $500 video course with you that you're going to find extremely helpful, as it's covered everything from door knocking to how to generate online leads. We talk about pre-construction versus resale and the benefits of both. So you'll likely find that video course quite informative. You can book a call with me by doing so in the YouTube description box below, and I will look forward to seeing you all next time.